Mojo.
Is that the Movember thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
got
figured
it.
why not? You know, everybody's
Yeah,
excited.
raise some money for
You
cancer.
do a perm and you look like Alex Trebek.
All right, it's setting the meeting up for live.
Okay, we are live. So I'm going to ask everyone to please rise for a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with
liberty and justice
for all. And please remain standing for a moment of silence. And I'd ask that you keep in your thoughts and prayers the brave servicemen and women serving our country, both here and abroad, as well as those in our town who are still serving us, as well as recovering from or remembering a loved one who passed away as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you. Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. This is the November 18th meeting, 2020 meeting of the Babylon Town Board. I'm going to ask our town clerk, Jerry Compitello, to call the roll.
Councilman Mineta.
Here.
Councilman Martinez.
Here.
Councilman McSweeney.
Here.
Councilman Gregory.
Here.
Supervisor Schaefer.
And I am here. So all five are present. Just by way of information, you're watching us live, or you may be watching us at a later date on our YouTube channel. This is in accordance with Governor Cuomo's executive order regarding public meetings and the importance of social distancing, but continuing to provide the public access to their local town and county governments. Our agenda for today is on a link on the YouTube channel. So if you're interested in addressing the board on any of the items listed on the agenda, either the tabled agenda or the today's agenda, you can just send us a message. We'll be happy to allow you to speak to the board on those items. If you're watching this later on, you can also send us a message and we will get back to you. We receive that by email and we'll be able to respond to you as well. Also, there's an open portion to the meeting which residents can speak to us regarding any matters concerning town government or town services that are not on today's agenda. And so for that, you can click the link and it'll send us a message and we'll get you into the meeting. And again, if you're seeing this after the live meeting, which is at 3:30 on November 18th, 2020, you can still send us a message and we will be happy to get back to you and address any comments or concerns that you have. Normally we would have public hearings at this point, but I don't have any public hearings on the agenda for today. So we're going to go right into the agenda. Dan, we don't have any cards to speak or any speakers on the agenda, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we'll go right into today's agenda, and that includes a tabled agenda that is resolution 446. I'm going to make a motion to withdraw that resolution.
Second.
Second by Councilman Gregory. All those in favor of the withdrawal?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's withdrawn. I'm going to also make a motion to withdraw resolution 447.
Second.
Second by Councilman Gregory. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That resolution's withdrawn as well. So we'll go into today's agenda and we'll start with resolution 716.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 717.
I offer resolution 717.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 718.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 719.
I offer 719.
I second.
Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 720.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 721.
I offer resolution 721.
I second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 722.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 723.
I offer 723.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 724.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 725.
I offer Resolution 725.
I second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 726.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 727.
I move Resolution 727.
I second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Mineta,
Yes.
Councilman Martinez,
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney,
Yes.
Councilman Gregory,
Same.
Supervisor Schaefer.
Yes, resolution's approved. 4 votes in favor, 1 abstention. Resolution 728.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 729.
I move Resolution 729.
I second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 730.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 731.
I offer Resolution 731.
I second.
All's in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 732.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 733.
I offer 733.
I second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 734.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 735.
Offer Resolution 735.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 736.
I offer Resolution 736.
Second, sorry.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 737.
Offer Resolution 737.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 738.
I offer 738.
Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Mineta,
Yes.
Councilman Martinez,
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney,
Yes.
Councilman Gregory,
Yes.
Supervisor Schaefer.
Yes, resolution's approved. 5 votes in favor, 0 opposed. Resolution 739.
I offer Resolution 739.
Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Mineta,
Yes.
Councilman Martinez,
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney,
Yes.
Councilman Gregory,
Yes.
Supervisor Schaefer.
Yes, resolution's approved. 5 votes in favor, 0 opposed. Resolution 740.
I offer Resolution 740.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 741.
Offer Resolution 741.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 742.
I offer Resolution 742.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 743.
Offer Resolution 743.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 744.
I offer 744.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. That's it for the resolutions. Now we'll go to the open portion. I understand we have one speaker, Dan.
Yes, admitting him now, Robert Franton, speaking about backyard chickens.
Great.
Approve Resolution 743. Offer Resolution 743. Second. All those in favor? Aye.
And Robert, you're in the meeting now. If you could just mute your YouTube.
Can you
feed.
mute
Thank
your,
you.
no, not mute yourself, Robert. Just mute your computer. We were getting your feedback.
Yeah, just mute the meeting on YouTube and then
Mute,
you'll get the
mute
audio.
your, on YouTube, but unmute yourself so you could speak. Can you unmute yourself now, Robert? There you go. Great. Okay, Robert, just state your name and address for the record.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at 72 Edel Avenue in West Babylon.
Great.
And so I basically just wanted to chance to speak on behalf of a group of us here in town of Babylon who keep backyard chickens. You know, this is going back a while now. Back in December 2018, I think is when this whole thing started, where we basically, you know, we've been attending meetings and trying to see if we could get the restrictions to be lessened for the code for keeping chickens. 100-foot setback is just, you know, it's excessive and in our opinion, unnecessary. You know, last October, there was a proposal that came about that was, you know, much more realistic and much better. I mean, there's a lot of responsible chicken owners in Babylon who keep very good care of our chickens. We love our chickens, and you know, We keep a real clean operation. I mean, everybody I know, and there's, you know, there are hundreds of people and coops but the more recent code proposal has gone back to this 100-foot setback. Apparently with regard to a new rat problem that's been, you know, creeping up, which is new, really, and COVID. I mean, that's the real big reason, is when businesses started closing and restaurants are operating at much less capacity. There's literally less food material going out to dumpsters to feed these rats, and so now they're out and trying to find places. I mean, you know, gardens in town of Babylon are just as much a potential for source. We can't ban gardens too, right? I mean, you know, that would be a little you know, excessive also. You know, with regard to some of the other issues, last or a couple of weeks ago, a representative from Lion, the group Lion, had came on and spoke about salmonella and kind of tagged that in there as an issue. For what it's worth, the details are this: there were 1,300 cases that were mentioned, a little over 1,300 cases due to backyard poultry. From the CDC website, if you look at the number of cases, there's actually 1,027,000 in 1 year in terms of illnesses of salmonella. So this represents 0.13% of all of that. So the salmonella thing is, you have a better chance of getting salmonella illness from preparing chicken in your house. And I mean, are we going to stop eating chicken in the house, you know, in your household? So I think that's as opposed, in regards to the 100-foot setback, getting back to that, you know, I know that this is based on a study that looked at a number of complaints that were made about chicken coops. I think there was 23 that happened to match up with any incidences of rat evidence, which, you know, that's not taking into account the hundreds of coops that exist in this town that there is no correlation. So I just think the study was a bit flawed. I mean, it's just a very small sample size, and you really can't make, you know, valid conclusions based on such a small sample size, unless you're trying to, you know, present the data in such a way that skews toward, you know, a conclusion that you're looking for, which is just not good science. The other thing that I want to is the study that I saw that's this new proposal is based on included opinions from some group in New York City. I can't remember the exact name of the organization, something about New York City Department of Mental Hygiene or something like that. I don't know if but in every single borough of New York City, you can keep backyard chickens. You don't need a permit, nothing. There's no setback requirements, none of that. You have to be a responsible chicken keeper. You can't create a nuisance condition. And if you do, then now you have an issue. Rightfully so. And that's all I'm asking for, the same for us here in Babylon. If in New York City, in a tiny little backyard of a New York City apartment, you can keep chickens, how can we not have chickens here in West Babylon, where we have, you know, not enough property to have a 100-foot setback from all buildings, but we have a decent amount of land. And, you know, it's the same as anything else. If you want to permit the process, fine. And that would ensure on your end that people are keeping a tight operation. You know, that's legitimate. I get that. But this 100-foot setback is still just too restrictive. My family is keeping chickens on Long Island and growing our own food for over 100 years. And I just feel like it's a basic right to be able to produce food for yourself in this way. Maybe not cows, you know, we should be, you know, slaughtering cows or even slaughtering chickens in our backyard. But providing eggs, you're giving a chance for, you know, my family, I have 3 kids, they love these chickens like they are part of the family. And you're teaching kids how to be compassionate for animals and how to nurture them and how to take care of them properly and responsibly. That's one part of it. Then there's a whole other component. I'm an environmental science teacher out in Rockville Center. And every day I'm teaching my kids about sustainability. I mean, everybody, this is just common knowledge now. We always have to be striving toward that. Producing your own food in the form of eggs, for example, or other, you know, produce, is reducing our carbon footprint. There's no argument there. And especially now during COVID, when we're trying to keep ourselves out of stores, it's a whole nother reason why we should be able to provide our own food for ourselves. I mean, one of my greatest pleasures during quarantine, what a horrible time this is, but being able to make myself an omelet in the morning with spinach that I picked from my garden, with eggs from my beautiful chickens in the backyard, there's nothing better than that. And I'm fighting for that. And so are the rest of us, not fighting, but trying to work with you guys to try to just make it a little less restrictive. So that's my case. And that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you for your comments, Mr. Frampton. Two things. One is I'm going to ask that we get any information that might be available on the New York City Code. And two, since you're a teacher in Rockville Center, I would ask you to check out the Village of Rockville Center and let me know what they think of backyard chickens.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, the reality of it is the further you go west, in Nassau County, there are very few places. I'm not sure. I think there are some townships where you can keep, or some
Well,
villages.
if the city allows them, I want to know what.
Well, that's what you would think. So I think this is more,
It's just in your area. You can ask your students about it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know that I actually had several people that worked in the building. They were students that graduated for the custodial staff there. They asked me, they come to me all the time because they're asking, how can I set up a chicken coop here? And I hate to tell them that I don't think that you can legally do it right now.
Give them a project and ask the Village of Rockville Center to consider it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a way to get in.
Just a
but,
project, just as a former teacher myself, I like projects.
Okay.
But we haven't decided on anything yet.
Yeah.
We sent that out to get comments from everybody. What's that?
There is one more thing I wanted to say.
Oh, sure.
I just know that there was one other concern, and that was and one of the big ones of Lion was about, chickens that need to be rehomed. And I was told by somebody there at the town that you guys are now working with Cornell Co-op in terms of hooking up farmers with chicken keepers who need to rehome chickens. And I just think that's a great thing.
Yep.
One other tip I would say is there are ways of keeping chickens where you can ensure that the chicks grow up to be, not roosters. Because yes, we shouldn't be having roosters here, but there are certain breeds of chickens that from the moment that they hatch, you can identify instantly if they are a rooster or a hen. They're called sex-linked chickens. So that's one option. Or if you guys want to stipulate that you can only have chickens of a certain age and you can't have, young chicks, then fine. They have to be of a sexable age. I get that too. Because roosters should not be allowed around here. That is a nuisance.
Why don't you do us a favor, and if you could, I know you have at least my email address and Joe's email address. If you could send that to us, your suggested changes, so that we can shoot it around to the whole town board. Like I said, we're still in consideration. We've received a number of comments already, prior to you speaking today. But if you could shoot us over an email with that in it, so that we can all consider it together.
Absolutely. Okay. Thanks so much
Great.
for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Frampton.
Okay.
Okay, Dan, do we have any other speakers?
No, that's it.
Okay, so boys, I'm going to ask you one final time. You have any questions for us of what just happened? Nope. All good?
All good.
Okay, so I'm going to take a motion from Councilman Martinez, second by Councilman McSweeney to adjourn the meeting. All those in